Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Murray now. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover. Converted into an opening touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 29, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Scott, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. The Cardinals at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, hold on.
On the carry, this is Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go again with Scott. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they'll take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 11. Now Scott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run with Scott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think a lot of teams count on this defense is to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they picked that one off. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Scott. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now back to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 1. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. first down. It's Scott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Scott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike. Red. Cycle. Trail green. Check. Hunt. Check.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, touchdown! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts.
What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this,
You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Set, ready. Set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Right.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean...
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home.